Hello fireworks friends, my name is Jason Glass. I'm the General Manager for TNT Fireworks here in Nevada. And I want to welcome you to our new operator orientation meeting. This meeting is being put on to help you understand how the fireworks program, the fundraiser, and the whole fireworks season works from the moment you've decided I want to run a fireworks booth until you've settled up and paid your bill. So thank you for taking the time to watch this video from start to finish, and be sure to follow the requirements for noting that you have watched this course and you understand its contents as part of our online learning program. This is one of 3 meetings that you will need to be involved in, either in person or online. And so you have the new operator meeting, which you are attending right now. There will also be a fire department meeting. Those don't happen until May. And then we do a kickoff orientation meeting, or we call it TNT University meeting, and that won't be happening until the first or second week of June. So please look for further information from us about those meetings as we get closer to those dates. So first, we want to welcome you to this meeting, and we want you to meet the team. And so, of course, you know me. I'm Jason Glass, the General Manager for TNT Fireworks here in Nevada. I also work with all the groups that are in the city of Henderson and the city of Las Vegas. So if your booth falls into one of those jurisdictions, you will be working directly with me. The other person in our picture here is Spencer McMillan. He is our area manager, and he works with all the organizations that are in unincorporated Clark County and the city of North Las Vegas, as well as our more rural areas. As you get into Boulder City and Mesquite, Laughlin, those areas, he will be working with you as well. So, what do we here at TNT Fireworks do for you? Well, first, we're in the business to sell fireworks and to help you raise money through fireworks sales. So everything we do is geared towards selling fireworks and making it as turnkey and as easy for you. Secondly, we try to make this fundraiser fun and organized. Obviously, we have 1 week to sell during the calendar year, so we try to make it as organized and fun for you and all of your volunteers. We do work year-round to provide the best locations. In fireworks, it's location, location, location. We want you to be out in the public and in front of many people as possible to be able to sell those fireworks. Fourth, we do manufacture and test all of our fireworks to maintain the highest levels of quality and performance. Now, this year, 2020, is our 100th anniversary as TNT Fireworks. We are so excited to be celebrating this 100-year anniversary. We're excited to be celebrating it with you as our operators. So look for things as we go throughout the year that are celebrating the 2020 year, the 100th anniversary, as well as we're going to have some interesting items that are going to be available for sale this year that go with our 100-year anniversary. So thank you for celebrating with us. All right, what do we provide for you when it comes to the fundraiser aspect? First and foremost, we provide a great location. So we do have locations available now that you can choose from. When you do get into the program, you're going to be able to choose your location. We're not going to force you into one. We want you to try to pick a location that is as close to your organization's daily operational area as possible. So if you're a school, we'd like you to choose the booth that's closest to your school area. If you're a church, we want it as close to your church building as possible. If you are a league or another organization that pulls people from all over the valley, try to pick a location that's central to all your people. That way it's easy for them to get to. The idea behind that is you want to make your booth as easy and accessible for your volunteers as possible. The easier it is for them to get to, the more volunteers you're going to have to help you. Secondly, we provide trainings on how to sell fireworks. So once you're in the system and you've chosen a location, then you're going to have access to all of our training videos. And we have videos that help you to sell your fireworks. There's videos that teach you how to merchandise your stand. That's how to set it up. That's how to make people want to buy from you. You want to always make sure your stand looks well stocked and good looking so that people know that you have the good stuff. Fourth, we provide a pre-sale program. This is an opportunity for you to sell fireworks and to sell a voucher for the fireworks before the season actually starts. So we now are doing this digitally. If you want to be involved, please email Spencer or I, and we will get you set up with that appropriate form. And basically, it's just a digital form. It has a voucher on it. People click it. They pay for their credit card with their credit card, and then they get an email for the voucher and where they can redeem it, which is going to be at your booth only. It won't be redeemable at any other stand. For more information, please see our video about the pre-sale program. The direct sale program, number 5. We do provide a direct sale program. This is the ability for you to sell actual fireworks, novelty items, prior to the 4th of July and after the 4th of July. So we have sparklers, pull poppers, poppets, snap bangers, gender reveal items. These are all products that you can sell year-round, starting now once you sign up, to be able to make money before the season and prior to the season. If you want more information on our pre-sale program, be sure to check out our video here on our YouTube channel about that direct sale program. And if you want more information, you can also reach out to Spencer or myself. Now, 6th, we set up and take down your booth for you. Obviously, when fireworks season comes here to Southern Nevada, it's going to be 117 degrees outside. So we provide setup and takedown of your booth for you so you don't have to. We also provide fire and liability insurance for you as outlined by county and city regulations. We provide backup product for reorders so that you can continue to sell some of the most popular items and make more money. Now, with reorders, a little caveat there, items do sell out, and sometimes we can't always foresee what item's going to be popular in any given year. Obviously, all the new items usually go first, and so on and so forth. So we do our best to keep backup stock, but know that that does run out as well as the season progresses on. 9, any unsold product that you may have can be returned without a restocking fee. You just bring it back on the scheduled day and time of your returns, and we'll credit it off your account, and you'll only be charged for the fireworks that don't come back. 10, we provide a friendly staff. We provide a friendly staff that is always interested in doing 100% customer service to make this a fun and easy process for you and your volunteers. Now, what do we expect from you? We expect you to go to all the trainings. So you're attending this one. There's going to be 2 more. Like I said, the fire department training meeting and our TNT University meeting. You're going to need to attend those, whether in person or online as the circumstances permit. When you go through those trainings, we would like you then to follow all the training. We do not give you extra information or superfluous information. We give you all the information you need to be as successful as possible at your fireworks stand. So please use it, follow it, and because most of it's going to be digital, it'll be easily shareable with all of your volunteers. 3, we do ask for you to provide a security deposit. There are no other upfront fees for your fireworks fundraiser. We upfront every other fee to property owners, to cities, to everything else. We upfront it. But for new groups, we do require a $1,500 security deposit that is then refundable at the end after you've settled up your bill. Now, if you are a Clark County School District group, that means you are operating out of one of the elementary schools, middle schools, or high schools in the Clark County School District, you are exempt from that. What we do ask in its place is for an admin approval letter. And that is going to be a letter on school letterhead from an admin at your school, preferably a principal or a vice principal, that authorizes you as the chairman to run the fireworks fundraiser. So again, all non-CCSD groups will need to do the $1,500 deposit. CCSD groups, we will need an authorization letter on school letterhead from an admin. Now that letter can be just a simple to whom it may concern letter and send it to either Spencer or myself depending on what area your booth lands in. Now, we do ask you to operate your booth June 28th through July 4th. We only have 7 days to make money with this fundraiser. And so you want to be open all 7 days. So be prepared for that. When you schedule your volunteers, always schedule them from the 4th of July backwards, because you want to make sure that you have plenty of people on the 4th, which is your heaviest traffic day, and maybe a little bit lighter on the first couple days as the booth is getting open and the community is seeing that you're open. Now, you will also need a vehicle to transport your product. This could be a truck and a trailer, it could be a moving type van, some kind of vehicle enclosed to haul to take possession of your fireworks at our site and then haul them to your site, to your sales site, and then if you close down at night, to a storage site. So you will need to plan that, and now is the time to plan for that. If you have a volunteer that has a truck and a trailer, make sure you line them up for pickup and drop-off duty. If you need to rent something, get that rental in now, because they run out of trucks as we get closer to the season. Also, you can't go rent your truck an hour before your scheduled pickup time. You need to have it scheduled days in advance, because most likely the place you rent it from won't have a vehicle on site, and you're going to miss your pickup time, and it's going to put you back, and it's going to throw a kink in the whole system. So plan ahead, do it now, and it will make everything run smoother. Now, the 7th thing that we expect from you is that when you do your returns, and returns will go from July 5th to July 8th, when you do your returns, you need to make sure that you bring your form of payment. We do take cash, check, or credit card, so be prepared to pay your bill. If you're a CCSD group, we'll send you back with all the paperwork you need to put in a check request with your school banker. Again, just to sum up the requirements for new operators, you do need to be a registered nonprofit group. That means you'll need to provide us your nonprofit document. That's going to be your 501 document from the IRS. If you don't have that, but you're registered as a nonprofit group in the state of Nevada, we will need that form. So that's going to be your articles of nonprofit incorporation. Or if you don't have access to your organization's IRS form, most likely they have a Nevada state taxation exemption form, and that is an acceptable proof of nonprofit as well, because in order to get that form, you have to be a 501 organization. CCSD groups, we don't need your 501 doc. There's one for the whole school district, and we have it on file. Secondly, you need to fill out your new operator application. That does come to you through DocuSign. Most of you probably have already had it and filled it out. If you have not received it yet, reach out to Spencer or myself, and we will get you that DocuSign form so that you can fill it out and get it back to us. Again, locations are given out on a first-come, first-served basis by groups who filled out their new operator application. So you're not going to get the open property list until you fill out the new operator application form through DocuSign. Third, the $1,500 security deposit. We will need that, and again, we can take that through cash, check, or credit card, and it's for all groups that aren't CCSD. All right, dollars and cents. How do I make money with this fundraiser, you're asking? Well, it's actually very, very simple. So all of the product that you will get in your booth will be purchased at a 50% discount. That is your wholesale discount price. You then mark that product up to the retail price. So if you're getting an item from us for $1, you mark it up for $2, and that is your upcharge. That percentage above is what you're going to get in profit. Now you have to understand that there are other expenses involved here. You have the expenses of your location, you have the expenses of the stand, you have permit fees and stuff like that. That gets factored in as well. So after an organization has paid for the fireworks that they sold and have paid for their half of the expenses, remember we split all the expenses with you, so if we pay a property owner $1,500 for the site, you're going to get charged $750. If a stand costs $500 to put up, it's going to be charged, your half will be $250. So after an organization pays for all the fireworks that they have sold and their half of the expenses, the average group walks away with about 30 to 35% of what they took into their window. So again, whatever you take into your window in terms of sales, cash or credit card, you need to figure after the cost of the goods, after the cost of the fireworks, and after your expenses, you're looking at taking home between 30 and 35% of what's come into your window. Just so you understand some of the fees that are associated with the fundraiser, we've broken them out here. There's the location rent. Obviously, we have to pay the property owners to be on site. Whatever we pay them, we split that cost with you. Stand setup and takedown fee, we pay crews to set up and take down the stand, and there's a cost associated with that by stand. We split the cost with you. Right now, you're looking at a cost of $250 for a 16-foot stand and $285 for a 24-foot stand. Fire inspection fee, those vary by city, and that's a straight cost. We do pay it up front for you, but because you're the permit holder, we need to collect that fee from you on the backside. So the permit fees are as follows. City of Las Vegas is $80. City of North Las Vegas is $90. The city or unincorporated Clark County is $90, and the city of Henderson is $230. In the city of Mesquite, the fee is $70, and for the city of Boulder City is $77. So that is the breakdown of some of those inspection fees. Now, there is a fire extinguisher fee. There's a certain type and size fire extinguisher that is required by county code to be in your booth. We provide that to you. The cost is $19.99. Now, fire and liability insurance. We are required to provide fire and liability insurance for your booths. That's per county ordinance and per city requirements as well. So the way the insurance works is the fire and liability are a percentage of the product cost. It's 3% for fire, it's 3% for liability. And that's based off of the wholesale value of your fireworks. So if your fireworks are $10,000 wholesale, it's going to be 3% or $300 for fire, 3% or $300 for liability. That's a total of $600 for your insurance. Now, what does the insurance cover? Well, the fire insurance is self-explanatory. If there's a fire at the booth and it causes damage, then the insurance will take care of that. Liability insurance is liability caused by the fireworks booth or the fireworks themselves going out into the world. It covers the liability issues there. What the insurances do not cover is theft of the product, and it does not cover personal property loss while in the booth. So that's important to understand that you need to protect the fireworks from theft because the insurance doesn't cover it, and any personal property you bring into the stand is not covered by the insurances either. Credit card machine. We do provide a POS machine. We'll talk a little bit about that later in the video. We do have a POS machine that we provide. It's a Square. It's an iPad system with a Bluetooth chip reader, card reader, and that is $185. If you're on a Walmart location, you'll also have a scanner involved, and that's going to be an additional cost. Now, we do have our pre-sale program. We mentioned that before. This is a way for you to bring in money and sell fireworks and get customers that are guaranteed to your stand prior to the booth opening. This is what the tickets used to look like. However, we are moving to an all-digital format. So basically, this was set up and designed for people to see what they could buy. But their voucher here on the bottom was just for a set dollar amount, not for a specific item. When you're selling the pre-sale program, you never want to promise a specific item. You're just selling a dollar amount. It's like a gift card. You just want them to be able to come to the booth and be able to exchange their voucher for that amount in credit. So the new form, it's digital, it's designed specifically for your group, has your group name, your location on it. The customer can choose a $10 or $20 voucher. They can choose how many of those vouchers they want to buy, and then they input their credit card information, and then they print out a voucher that's good at your stand only for the redemption of that money collected. The money collected and charged to the credit card is processed through your group's specific Square account. That is the same account that you will use at your booth during the 4th of July. So your pre-sales will show up with all of your regular credit card dollars. So that is a super cool feature. We're very excited about it. If you want more information about the pre-sale program, go ahead and log on and to our YouTube channel and check out that video. We do need to know as soon as you want to do pre-sales, because we have the back-end work of creating the form for your group. And speaking of credit cards, we do have the credit card Square systems through POS. Basically, you get a iPad. You're going to get a Bluetooth card reader. You also get the chip or the card reader that plugs into the headset on the iPad. But that's how you process all your transactions. It is a full POS system. So you can process cash, you can process credit cards, and you want to do that to help keep track of what you're selling during the day and the prices that people are selling at. It does have an interactive library on there where it will have the item names and their prices, and so you can click it and go about your business, and it rings it up at the proper price. There is still the option to just do a dollar amount, but you want to take advantage of the library. That way you can keep track of all the items you're selling. You can then use this information through back-end reporting, which you will have access to until August the 1st, to be able to log into your account, and you can back-end account all the stuff. You can see your sales, see all your transactions, see what items you sold. It is a valuable tool as you keep track of your inventory during the sales week. Cost on that unit is $185, like we said, and these are deployed when you pick up your fireworks for pickup times. The TNT Combo sales technique. This is a great and easy sales technique that we created years ago now, but it equates the fireworks to burgers, fries, and a drink that you get at a fast food restaurant. So your burger is your family packs and assortments. Your fries are the counter items like your Piccolo Peach, your Poppets, your Snap Bangers, your Sparklers. And then the drinks are the grand finales like your opening shows and Deliriums and Wicked Strongs and stuff like that. The idea is that when a customer gets a burger, fry, and a drink, they're going to walk away with the perfect show or the TNT Combo. So we do provide a banner that can go in your booth and go above your sales windows to help remind your volunteers about the TNT Combo and selling it to the people. Also, we've included pictures of burger, fries, and drinks on all the price cards. So that way you can, your customers can see it, and then your volunteers can see it. So no matter what the customer's budget is, they can put together a TNT Combo. Now in the TNT Combo training video, which you can find on our YouTube page, you're going to see that it's okay and easy to interact with the customer and ask them, what are they doing for fireworks? What's their show going to look like? Are they trying to impress their neighbors? Is it just them and their small kids? You want to interact and find out what the customer is doing for 4th of July so that way you can give them the perfect show. It also is a great tool to upsell the customer so that they can supersize their combo or whatever they need to make sure that they are getting the most amount of fireworks and you're selling the most amount of fireworks to each individual customer. All right, we want to talk about the Combo to Success. Now, you will get this as a PDF, and you can share it with your volunteers. These are things that you can do to be successful with your fundraiser, and they're things that you can do that will kill your fundraiser. So just to kind of go through it quickly, the first thing you want to do is set a goal. You want to make sure that you set your sales goal, and that's your overall sales goal, not your take-home sales goal. So if you want to take home $10,000 worth of fireworks, but you know that you only take home 30% of the fireworks or the dollar amount of what you sell, you need to have your big goal as $30,000. That way, when you have settled up and you walk away with your 30% after paying for the fireworks and the fees and everything, then you will get that $10,000. So set your big goal and make sure you can communicate that to all of your volunteers, knowing that your net goal will be what you actually want to walk away with. Now, also use the pre-sale program. You want to do that. The more customers you can get to buy now and come and pick up to your stand, that just guarantees you customers. TNT volunteer training YouTube videos. We have produced a lot of videos, and we are going to produce more videos. We produce just videos on everything. Share them with your volunteers. That's why we do it. It's easier to watch a video and to share a video than to read a 400-page long email or sift through documents on your phone or your iPad. So use our YouTube channel, share it with your volunteers, make sure they're seeing all the information you're seeing, because the more they know, the easier it will be for you as the chairperson to make your fundraiser successful on the streets when you're out there selling. Social media blasts, promote within your group. Social media is here to stay, and it's even bigger nowadays that we're all on it. So use it to your advantage. You want to use every social media outlet that you have access to share where your booth is, what your hours of operation are, what items you have for sale, what's going on at the booth that day, everything you can to generate buzz and generate excitement and generate customers coming to your stand. When you use social media to get out the message of your fireworks booth, and specifically the why are you selling fireworks, you will drive people to your stands. Always make sure that when you post a video on Facebook that you make it public so that way people can share it. Motion signs and feather flags. So we sell these type of things. We sell the feathered flags. We sell motion signs. But also you can create them out of refrigerator boxes and make them yourself. The idea is that you have people on the street waving signage, drawing people in. This is a good exercise for those in your organization that are under 16 years of age. So in order to work in the booth, you have to be 16 or older. So if you're 15 and younger and you can't be inside the confines of the stand, give them a sign. Have them make the signs, give them a sign, put them out there, wave the signs, draw people in. The last thing is wowing your stand. So when you get to your stand, it's going to be a wooden fireworks stand with signage on it. You need to add lights. You want to add canopies. You can put them up against the building. You cannot attach them to the building. You're going to want to weight them down in case there's a wind. But you want to make things lively at the booth. We give you some pennant flags that you can move around. You want to do different things. You can attach whatever you want to the stands. You can use staple guns. You can even use screws if you want to put banners up higher. But please, please, please do not cut holes in the stands for any reason. And anything you leave there at the night of the 4th won't be there when you go there the next time. Our stands start coming down at 3 a.m. on the 5th. So if you've left it there overnight, it's gone. Our guys just pack it up in trash and they dump it. So be sure to dress it up all you want, but when you leave on the 4th of July at the end of the evening at 12 p.m. or 12 a.m. when you shut down your stand, be sure to take all that stuff home with you too. Also, if you've attached pennant flags or anything to the property owner's light poles or trees, take that all down. You don't want to leave trash at your site because the property owners will charge us a cleanup deposit, and you won't get your cleanup deposit back. All right, if you want to kill your fundraiser, which we know you don't, these are the things that you would do. So closing early, that's a huge one. You want to stay open as late as you can every night, specifically on the 3rd and the 4th when the big business is done. So you want to stay open as late as you can. Your volunteers need to know that they are giving up their holiday. They can celebrate 4th of July early or after, but they need to be there for the long haul. You can stay open till 12:01 a.m. So that means, you go through the entire day of 4th of July. It kicks over 12:01 a.m. on the 5th. That's when you have to close. All right? So you can sell through midnight, but as soon as it's the morning of the 5th, you got to close down. If you do have a line, fire department will let you work through that line. But that's how late you can stay open. You need to plan on it, because as booths shut down and you're the only one open, people will come to you in the middle of the night. I've seen it happen. So stay open as late as you possibly can. Too many volunteer perks is a real easy trap to fall into as a chairperson. That means giving people water, giving people food, discounting fireworks for your people. You don't want to do any of that. Your volunteers need to know that they are selling fireworks with you for the warm fuzzies and for the benefit of the whole group. You should not ever take money out of your till to buy food or drinks for your people. You should never discount fireworks to sell to your people at a discount. Every single one of those is taking money out of your pocket, and if you don't watch it carefully, it's going to put you in a situation where you don't have to have enough money to pay your bill. So be very, very careful with that, and honestly, just avoid giving away volunteer perks. People can bring their own drinks, they can bring their own food. You shift them out every hour or two, depending on how many volunteers you have. That way they aren't in the booth too long where they feel that they need all these free things. A generic stand, that's a huge problem. You do not want to have a generic stand. Everyone else is dressing up their booth. They're putting lights, they're putting sound, they're putting canopies, they're putting, whatever out there that's family friendly. Dress up your stand. If you don't do it and you have the generic looking booth in the neighborhood, then people most likely won't come to you because they will either think you're not there or they won't think you have any of the good stuff. Again, if the booth happens to be slow at the moment, don't have your people hanging out inside the booth. Have them outside of the booth. We'll just pick up where I left off. Generic stand. Okay. The next one is having a generic stand. When you get the stand, it's going to be a box, a wooden box with signage on it. You want to dress it up, make it look nice. If you don't do that, you'll be the only one that doesn't have a good-looking booth because there are going to be other booths out there in the valley, some a block or two away. So make sure you dress it up. And putting the canopy out there is good, not just for your customers, but for your people. If the booth happens to be slow at the moment, have your volunteers come around the outside and be on the outside of the stand. That way people, as they're driving by or walking by, they can see that there's people there and they'll stop at the booth. So you want to dress that booth up, lights, music, anything family friendly to draw people in. No social media promoting. Obviously that's a death knell for any sales thing nowadays. Understaffing the stand, especially on the 3rd and the 4th. Make sure you have people to work your booth. You need like 10 to 12 volunteers minimum, but any more you can get is great. Always fill up your volunteer spots from the 4th working back to the 28th. It's easy to send people home on the 4th if you sold out than it is to try to call them in because you're going gangbusters. So always schedule your volunteers from the 4th to the 28th and stack them deep. Understocking the stand. Again, you want to make your stand look like it's full. Even as you start to run out of product, you put a box behind the one assortment you have left. Make it look full, people will buy it. Discounting the merchandise. Never discount the merchandise. Everybody in the valley is selling their product for the same price. So you don't have to worry about weird competition from other TNT stands. Also, when you discount, you may not be at that site the next year. You may move to a different site or whatever else. So the people in that neighborhood, they may never remember the group name and they may never remember the brand name that was there, but they're going to remember that you discounted. And that causes problems for people after you. So you don't want to inherit a situation like that, and you definitely don't want to pass it on. So do not discount. You're going to have the person, though, that comes by and says, hey, I'll buy it now, discount, give me a discount and I'll buy it. They will come back and they will buy it at full price. Theft. Now that's a huge one. You need to watch out for theft. It does happen. There's a couple different kinds of theft. One is internal theft. You need to keep an eye on all your cash and your product. Make sure your volunteers are selling everything for the right price. That's why you also need to utilize the product library on the iPad, on the POS system, to make sure that you know what's being sold and for what price. Additionally, you need to keep yourself safe from the scammers that are out there. So people are going to try to give you fake $100 bills, fake $50 bills. If someone's lurking around, you feel uncomfortable, call the police. You want to make sure that you protect your product. All right, this is our Nerve Center and Operations Center. We are at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. We are off of gate number 9 on Las Vegas Boulevard. So when you come in off of Las Vegas Boulevard, you would turn left onto gate 9. Turn left once you get into there. You'll come into our internal gates. And then in this area will be our full operation. Our trailer office will be here in the corner. Warehouse will be in the middle. Parking will be all around. This is where you're going to pick up your product. This is where the stand yard is. This is where the reorders are going to happen and nightly storage, along with fireworks returns. Now we do have another storage yard. It's going to be out in Henderson. It's going to be at the Galleria Mall. It's in the back parking lot behind the J.C. Penney's. So if you're in that area, Southwest, Henderson area, Boulder City, wherever it is, you're more than welcome to use that nightly storage yard. Now the storage yard here at the racetrack is open 24 hours, 7 days a week. This one is open during the sales period, June 28th to July 4th, but it is only open from 8 p.m. at night until 10 a.m. in the morning. So after 10 a.m. in the morning, we're going to lock the gates and the guard goes away. The storage yard needs to be empty. You can take your trailer out. If it's locked in there, you're going to have to wait for us to send a crew member down to open it up for you. So be sure you know the hours. 8 p.m. opening, 10 a.m. closing, and that does go into the 5th. So at 10 a.m. on the 5th, we're gonna close this thing up. And in fact, they're actually going to come on the 5th, and they're going to tear that thing down. So your trailer might just be left there exposed. But this is another option for nightly approved storage. It's important to understand that your booth goes to an approved storage location every night. The fire department will be checking that. We need to provide a list of who stored where every morning to the fire department. All right, direct sales. Again, we mentioned this earlier in the video. This is an opportunity for you to sell fireworks year-round, basically. And it is all novelty items. So you got your sparklers, pool poppers, poppets, smoke balls, snap bangers, all the fun stuff like that. We have many more items that are going to be coming online for novelty this year as well. This is all done through an online form, much like the pre-sales, where your customers will get sent the form. They can pick what they want. They can pay with a credit card, then come to our office and pick it up. Orders of $50 or more can be delivered to them, or you can pool up all the orders that your people have paid for, come out to the office, pick up the items, and then distribute them to your customers. But this is a great way to sell novelty products throughout the year. We do have gender reveal items. We have great items that are good for birthdays, holidays, parties, all that kind of stuff. If people are looking for fireworks year-round, which they do, we're the only place that has all these items year-round. So take advantage of this program. Now the next thing we have to offer is our TNT Referral Program. This is an opportunity for you, now that you've decided and are excited to run a fireworks booth, to refer other organizations. Now for every organization you refer that runs their booth and pays their bill, you get a $100 credit at your return time. So how does the referral program work? Well, you need to talk to the organization. You need to initiate the contact with them and say, hey, friend or person who's in another nonprofit group, I think you'd like this. And then those people need to call us. When they call us, they'll go through the steps to get into the program, and they need to tell us that they were referred by your organization. And with that, if they get in and they run and they pay their bill, then you get the $100 referral fee. It does not work by you giving us a list of people to cold call. It doesn't work like that. A true referral is somebody that you have talked to and you have told them what you know, and then they've contacted us to try to get in. So we want to make sure that that is understood, that you need to refer them by reaching out to them and having them call us. Our names and phone numbers and emails are going to be in the description of this video. All right, things to do tonight, things to do today, things to do whatever time you're watching this video, is decide that you're going to run a booth. You need to decide that you want to run this fundraiser now. The earlier you decide, the easier it is to get you good property, the easier it is to get all your paperwork put together, and the easier it is to get you into the training program, make sure all your volunteers are up to date and trained. So make that decision today. If you haven't already filled out the DocuSign application, request it. Ask us for it now. Email and let Spencer or I know that you want that document, and then we can get it to you. 3, you need to provide us with your nonprofit document. On the DocuSign, there is a paperclip icon where you can attach your nonprofit document. Take advantage of that. If you don't, then you're going to have to email it to us. We need a clean PDF copy. After you've provided us this stuff, or if you already have, then you can pick your location. So if you're watching this video and you've already provided those things, then you need to reach out to Spencer and I, let us know you watched the video, and then we're going to get you the open property list. All right? So please, 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 if you've watched this and you want to move forward, reach out to Spencer or I and start the process for whatever you need to move forward in getting your booth for this year. All right. If you have any questions about what you've watched today, reach out to Spencer or myself. We're here, we're working for you to help make this fundraiser fun and exciting for you and your people. We're also looking forward to a very exciting 2020. This has already been a unique and interesting and unprecedented year. but we are excited for the fireworks season. We're excited for the potential. We're excited to celebrate our country's history and our patriotism and to buy and sell fireworks. So if you have questions, reach out to us and we'll answer them for you and we'll help you move through this process. We thank you for taking the time to watch this video and we look forward to working with you this 4th of July.